Welcome to my domain, leaving
Everything
so
looks good.
soon.
Rizrak checking in. Check in. What you got? Nothing going. Sounds good. No use hiding. report.
Such a display of finality is premature, don't you think?
Derringer doesn't think so. Either that kid's long gone or he's a skeleton in a wall somewhere. Either way, leaving his stuff laying around will only be a distraction.
And this is not. You want our words to focus on the arrival and not the poison in those manifestos, correct? Then perhaps such a public celebration of the boy's ability to elude us is counterproductive, no?
I hope they can't see me here.
Nothing. Another quiet night. Nothing going. All's quiet here.
I don't think we should spray him again. I'll check his pockets. God, let's see what he's carrying. He's empty. Oh, the screwdriver broke.
Better raise the threat level.
Zager called this photo the perfect metaphor for our times. Zager was always inspired by uprisings. He hoped to inspire those inside Metamorphosis to rise up in similar fashion. This old-school boombox is ideal for playing back any audio cassettes the girl finds. Zager's altered manifesto was still a work in progress at the time of his death.
Zager here. I want to apologize for the recent radio silence, but
proceed with caution.
Lately there's been a special project occupying my time. See, I'm taking the old man's manifesto and I'm making a few changes. Treglazov may think his words are gospel, but I think he could use an editor. So I'm touching up those beautiful lies with a little ugly truth. All you gotta do is read between the lines. I gotta say, it's actually been easier than you might think. You can't swing a dead Prizrak without hitting a stack of manifestos in this place, so no shortage of raw materials. Oh, and if you're wondering about distribution, well, all I can say is there's a few sympathetic parties down here willing to scatter these new and improved copies around, like drugs on a schoolyard. Good luck rounding them all up, Derringer. Oh, and Treglazov, if you're listening, and let's be honest, you probably are, then know this. The damage is done. My marked up manifestos will soon go into circulation. They will be read. They'll be passed around. Eyes will be opened. Minds will be blown. And there will be no going back. You can't stuff the back in this Trojan horse. So happy reading. This is Zager saying to you, don't trust anybody. Not even me. Oh, but read my book.
Half turn-based RPG, half Viking soap opera, the Banner Saga really has no business existing, which is why it warms my cold gamer heart that my fellow gamers kickstarted this game into existence. The team at Stoic delivered on their ambitious promises, and helped prove that us gamers can spot a hot new IP even when big publishers cannot. A screwdriver. These are great for opening vents, but they are flimsy and will often break. Hopefully, there's more than one lying around.
I've got my post secure.
I'll check his pockets. I got something. Let's see what he's got on him. Nothing.
Check in.
A modern game with all the trappings of a great 90s arcade cabinet, mutants, post-apocalyptic environments, killer co-op. I like to imagine nuclear throne machines lining every laundromat and corner store, disaffected youths pushing grannies out of the way, placing quarters to claim their spot in line. The developers at Lambier are the true wasteland kings. This is the girl's room. 390H. Of course, this isn't what she calls herself.
"390H, my dear, my inspiring pupil. I know you're not accustomed to gifts, but this is more than just some trinket. It is a secret between you and I, and it cannot be shared until we are both ready. So I will keep the key for safekeeping until the two of us agree to open it together. Until then, I hope you will treasure its beauty as much as I do you. And when you gaze upon it, I hope your thoughts will be of me.
Pyramid flags flutter in the wind. His voice carries above them, singing a promise to lead these men, to honor, protect, and love them. From his garden perch, he keeps us secure against the forces of evil. He spares our minds the hollow allure and fraud of Zager's upheaval. The Republique stands and will for all time, safe from ruin or disaster, because he is watching out for us all, our noble and wise headmaster. Hey, Fishy, you hungry? Here you go. What does the world look like to you? Fishy, I'll tell you a secret. I like a boy who lives on the other hall. The one we call Weep. He sits beside me in history class, and he's adorable. I'm too shy to talk to him. I'll be taking this.
There are few things, librarian, as disappointing as failed leadership, especially when that leadership fails by giving in to mental illness or desire. Hawthorne came from a line of leaders, but you wouldn't know that by reading his account of Dimsdale. The Scarlet Letter would teach our citizens that its leadership can succumb to the weaknesses that we work daily to cure. Such doubt is unacceptable. Where would we be without faith in government?
Prizrak, I just received an alarming message that 933W was seen leaving the library wearing one of our uniforms. He may be heading back your way to find that girl he's been crushing on. Notify me immediately if the actions of any of our agents seem in the least bit suspicious to you.
What's yours is mine.
Voltaire suffers from the core flaw of satire. He manifests the very villainy he intends to lampoon. Do we want the women in our Republique to believe themselves currency in Voltaire's economy of sexual exchange? Intended or no, this preserves ancient viciousness against women and would justifiably lead half our citizens into unproductive rage. Customs agents across Europe once refused Candide passage. We must persevere where they have relaxed.
Zager's poisoned manifestos. More fuel for the fire.
What? What is this? Mon Dieu. Banning the children's access to such fundamental literature was not enough. Now he believes these books have been smuggled into the domes. Please let the headmaster know that I shall investigate this, despite his suspicions being not only unwarranted, but mildly insulting.
Madame, do you really want me to tell him that?
What? What is this? Mon Dieu. Banning the children's access to such fundamental literature was not enough. Now he believes these books have been smuggled into the domes. Please let the headmaster know that I shall investigate this, despite his suspicions being not only unwarranted, but mildly insulting.
Madame, do you really want me to tell him that?
All but the last part.
The girl should be extra careful going forward. Looks like Mireille knows she has escaped from the brig. Mireille's liberal arts education is of little benefit in this crushing environment. I wonder if she would even recognize her former, idealistic self. Pages from the mini manifesto. Looks like they've been ripped out. Mireille would be wise to dispose of these more discreetly. Something in those pages has Mireille quite upset. Zager's words sting like tear gas in the eyes of the establishment. A cell phone charger, worthless without the phone, but no less dangerous as contraband.
spray.
In pursuit of the
Get
subject.
your hands off me.
I can't see!
I would pronounce the team behind this freaky little game, but text-to-speech has a hard time with the word Simogo. These guys did some lighthearted games before making Year Walk. When I played this game, it really frightened me. How do you go from such happiness like Bumpy Road to a psychological head trip like this one is beyond me. I hope these guys didn't fry their brains.
Oh no. And we're so close. There's too many of them.
Howdy, partner. It is me, Cooper. I'm feeling pretty confident since I have gotten you this far. I have a plan to get the girl through the library's security checkpoint. But first, you must proceed to the power station. I will explain there. Look for the power station waypoint in OmniView. Recently,
I found some pepper spray. Nothing.
this is a Taser Model C2CEW. It really packs a punch, and will render its target incapacitated for the night. Equip the Taser as you would any item in the girl's inventory.
It's a taser. Found a cassette.
This looks like an old cassette tape. You may find this difficult to believe, but I am actually old enough to remember when these were popular. I remember seeing an old boombox when we ransacked one of Zager's hideouts. However, with the facility's new censorship system coming online, I suspect most of this Zager end will be suppressed. The man enjoyed his salty language, to put it mildly. Wanted. Well, Derringer and the Overseer got what they wanted. A trophy kill. I'm surprised they didn't drag Zager's body through the facility, as a warning to all of the would-be revolutionaries.